Hello everybody and welcome to Ice Scrap Happy Video. I want to share with you guys a mini album that I put together using, I used several items from different companies. I used 7 Gypsies paper, I used Making Memories paper, I used Making Memories embellishments, I used some Can Company ephemera, I used flowers from I Am Roses, Prima, and Recollections to create this mini album. I used some embellishments that are also by Making Memories, and the whole purpose of putting together this mini album is my husband and I went on vacation last year, and I have a bunch of photos that I wanted to print out in like a sepia tone, and I wanted to put it in a vintage looking mini album. So this is why it's grunged up and vintage looking. So this is the cover of the mini album. I have a bunch of Recollections flowers on here. This is also by Recollections, and I used my punch to punch out the banner and stamped on there with my stamps the word Journey. I also added crackle accent to it. You can't really see it very well on the camera, but in here you can see the crackle, and it just says Our Journey. I used some Tim Holtz. This is by Making Memories, the metal embellishments, and the ephemera pieces are by Can Company and by Making Memories. So this is the cover of the mini album. I did put some Making Memories ribbon on here, and the mini album was made using a sheet of 12 by 12 chipboard that I had, and one of those scallop mini albums that you could get in the Michael's dollar bin. I picked this up like a year ago. So that's the cover of the mini. On the inside, on the first page, this is the first page. I just have a little journaling spot where I'm gonna just put, where we went on vacation and the year. And I have some Prima and I Am Roses flowers up there in the corner. And this metal piece is by Making Memories. So that's that page. The entire album was distressed using the vintage photo. No, it's the walnut stain Tim Holtz distress ink. This envelope came in the Making Memories journal journey kit, and I just added that in here. I bound the mini album with my cinch. I decided to bind the envelope in there as well, and I'm just gonna stick like maybe our card keys for a hotel room and receipts or any kind of a souvenir that I kept from our trip. I included this page here for journaling. This is from the Can Company ephemera pack. Over here, I just created a little side pocket. Added another one of those metal embellishments. It says the places you'll go. And then, of course, I can just stick these ephemera pieces back here. And I can also stick a photo back here once I have those printed up. And the ephemera pieces are just phenomenal. I love this pack by Can Company. On the next page, I have a lot of just photo mats in this album because I really wanted to just keep it simple and just add my photos in. So once I have them printed up, I can just stick them in here and I can journal. I left a journaling spot down here, so I can journal about the photo. Over here is another ephemera piece, and my whole reason for putting these little pieces in was so I could journal on these about the photos. So over here is another photo mat, and I did a lot of layering in this mini album, a lot of layering of the different papers. This is another metal piece by Making Memories. Over here I created yet another pocket, added another one of those metal pieces on here, and in here I have 3 tags, or 2 tags rather, and I can just add a photo on the back of them or journal. And I can stick photos down in the little pocket as well. Over on this page, I have yet another photo mat, and again, I did a lot of layering of the different papers just to make it look really vintage. And some I Am Roses flowers and Prima here. This page, I have another photo mat. It says Journey Lane, and again, everything is all distressed and layered, and I did a lot of that wallpaper technique, rolling up the paper so it looks old and vintage. On this page, I have just a section where I can journal, and I can add a photo on this page as well. It just goes behind that ribbon there. Same thing here, I have another spot where I can add photos behind the ribbon. Over here I have just a photo mat. Again, a lot of layering of the different papers, a lot of distressing to make it look really old. The wallpaper technique, a lot of rolling of the paper. Over here I have another page with a photo mat and a spot for journaling, and again, everything is distressed either with my Tim Holtz distress tool and distressed ink. And yep, I can add a photo there. Lots of layering on this mini album. Over here I have a glassine bag or envelope where I can again stick a few little items on the inside of that. And here I just have a tag, a little pocket for a tag, and it's functional. I can stick a photo behind it, so really cool. And then the tag just goes back down in here. And I have some photos in the flowers in the corner. On this page, I have another little section here where I can add some photos and a tag, and it just goes directly behind this little strip of paper here. And again, I have these for journaling. I love the ephemera pieces. It's really cool. Over here, I left it blank. I can just add a photo. I really love that paper. Over here I have another photo mat, lots of layering of the papers and distressing flowers. So I'm just going to add a photo right here. And then this is the last page. I love this page. I didn't put anything on there. I just left it like that. And then to the back of the mini album, I'm just going to stamp on there my name, by I Scrap Happy, and that's the back of the mini album. So it's a really vintagey travel journey journey mini album that I'm going to put a bunch of my vacation photos in once I've printed them up in the sepia tone. I haven't done that yet, and they're just going to go perfectly in this mini album. Okay, so for photos, please check out my blog at iscraphappy1.blogspot.com. I'll also have photos, if I haven't already posted them, on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for watching another I Scrap Happy video. Bye!